and today I'll be playing Z.A.T.O. I Love the World and Everything in It. And the description reads USSR 1986. When Ira G, the name is, I don't want to butcher the pronunciation, goes missing in the closed city of Vorkuta 5. Not a soul seems to be concerned except for the quiet outcast Asya Shubina, that is. Uncover the mystery behind Ira's disappearance, transmit your radio signal to the universe, and learn why a bird flies past the window. Alright, let's start. Did you know that our sun is a very unusual star? To start with, it's a yellow dwarf. It was constituted for just 7 to 10% of all the stars in the universe. It's an outlier even among those. Most yellow dwarfs are primarily covered with dark spots. The sun isn't. The majority of the surface is bright. In fact, it has 3 times the number of light spots than it does dark spots. Sure, its overall brightness index is nothing special. You could even call it underwhelming compared to other stars of its type. Even so, it works harder than most to shine as bright as it can. And I find that really cute. I don't remember when I read about this. It must have been some newspaper from years ago. But that small piece of trivia still pops up in my mind whenever I look at the morning sky. It's not much of a view, to be honest. Not much of a sky, it's not much of a sun. I guess that's the kind of region it is. Some people say the sun is just lazing around in our parts, but with the constant snow. The people that go around saying that, well, they clearly haven't read that newspaper. The more I thought about things like that, and the more I learned, the more I realized how incredible everything is. I'm not just saying that to mean amazing. I mean improbable. You can't deny his world is full of great coincidences. It's to the point where I began to ask myself how much of it is we can attribute to pure chance. The universe was so kind as to give us both a star and a planet with perfect conditions for sentient life. Just the slightest fluctuation in the composition of our atmosphere, the size of the globe or the distance between Earth and the Sun, and none of us, and none of the beauty surrounding us would exist. Some will call it a miracle. Of course, that's a lovely way to put it. But isn't that giving the world we're living in too little credit? But it's not that I subscribe to the anthropic principle or anything. I'm not so arrogant just to believe the universe exists just for our sake. Or rather, I'm not so sure it exists solely to be observed. When a baby is born, it's not preoccupied with how it is perceived. That consciousness need emerges later as the child develops self-awareness. Until that point, its curiosity is aimed at its own surroundings. So if anything, it's the opposite of what the anthropic principle entails. We're social creatures, so the need to be observed makes sense for our survival. But to say the universe itself shares that priority, it just doesn't make sense to me. Although you can also think about it this way. The child is curious about the world because it perceives the world as external. What if the child is the world? What if it all that it ever could ever observe existed within itself? What can the all-encompassing universe be curious about? There's nothing but itself, so nothing but itself. There's nothing else to care about in the whole wide world. It is the world. Duh. Oh wait, now this makes perfect sense. If I put it like that, I guess the universe has no choice but to be self-centered. Even if this wasn't the case when he was born, what if the universe developed a desire to be perceived by others as he matured? The same way that a child would. What would we do when we want others to perceive us as a certain way? We try to mold ourselves accordingly. Ah, I think I get it now. The universe gradually felt the desire to be seen. It wanted to be admired, loved, and observed, because there's nothing more than the world can do but to observe itself. It's the best and only pastime there is, as far as the world is concerned. Because observation is good, more observation is even better. Of course, an endless universe can observe itself endlessly. You could say that its observation value equals infinity. That value may seem obsolete, but it isn't really, not in mathematics. Infinity plus one exists. It's a value that the universe could never reach as a singular, albeit infinite, observer. So it had to create new infinite finite observers to add to its infinity. It needed to create sentient life. Sentient life is a plus one. When I put it like that, it sounds like all of us are extras at a party. Now isn't that fun? You see, that makes sense. This vast, mighty universe changed itself so meticulously to make new observers possible. It fine-tuned all of its systems so precisely, just to have us here. It worked so hard just to share its one joy with us worthless insects. Oh no, this can't be. That's cute. That's really cute. I should have expected this. I should have known the infinite universe would be infinitely cute. This world truly is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Ira, Grachevskaya is missing. Huh? I look up from my desk. A low hum runs through the class. Grachevskaya? What? Seriously? She's just skipping. Nah, she ran off with that one guy. You saw? No, but come on, you know her. She's totally... Silence. Teacher taps her journal on the desk. Ira's parents filed the report yesterday night. They haven't seen her since she left for school. Another round of whispers. Teacher raises her voice. So if any of you have information that might help in finding Ira, please report it to the teacher's office or the police after class. That is all. On to the lesson. A chair creaks in the back. Wait, you really expect us to just study like normal after hearing that? Yeah, we're shocked, you know. We're worried sick. Seriously, our classmate's missing. Our friend, Shoka. The room fills with repulsive giggles. Cut it out. Garen sit back down. Teacher's voice sounds just as dry as it did when she broke the news. She turned towards the blackboard to write down the date. You all know the situation will probably resolve itself just fine. So let's not act dramatic. If you have anything valuable to say, I'll be happy to hear it in the office. He puts the chalk down and begins the lesson. It's December 19th. A bird flies past the window. Disappearance. Give me a break. Aren't you supposed to wait 3 days or something? That's a myth. You can file a missing report whenever, especially if it's a kid. Oh yeah? Hey, let's report each other as missing and see who they find first. Ha, you're on. No, but seriously, what's with the sudden hubbub? So she didn't come home, big deal. I thought wandering off was her whole thing. Right? That's just, G for ya. But her parents just want some attention. Like they need any more of that. I mean, I've heard some weird cases. Yeah, never say never. Crazy is genetic. You think she's in some crack house now? No way. Do you even have any? I wish. At least there'd be something fun to do. Honestly, hey. But she's, like, for sure with the guy, right? The guy? You don't know? Bet you people seen them together. It's some older dude. He's like 30 or something. Ew. You serious? Yeah, it's so trashy. I slowly walk behind my classmate as we head to the next lesson. It's irritating. Their conversation is taking me off, and I'm not sure why. It's not as if they are making any sense. It's not unusual for Ira to wander up somewhere on her own. I'm not treating this news with any real gravity. Really, I'm no better than them. There is a trace of worry in my head, but it isn't directed towards Ira. Instead, when I first heard about her disappearance, the thought flashed into my head mine was rather ugly. Now nobody will come to save me. Gross. But regardless of what people are saying, and regardless of what I personally think, there's still a missing person. Her poor parents must be so worried. Just picturing it makes me feel glum. I'm not surprised I would just run off somewhere without telling anybody, but still, it's not like we've ever been friends. It would be stranger if I acted all torn up about it, right? She's just that kind of person. Always getting herself in trouble, always hanging out in places she's not supposed to be at. They're right, this wouldn't be the first time Ira left for God knows where. But is it really true? The stuff they said about the older man? And I've never even seen or heard anything like that. Even though this whole time, I suppose it's plausible, knowing how some girls are. Even so, I never thought Ira would be the type to be love-struck like that. Love-struck, huh? When I put it that way, then it's almost... yeah, it's most definitely cute. Ira in love. Forbidden love, too. Wow, I never would have guessed it. I never took that girl for a romantic. But she is a girl at the end of the day. And she does like those type of books. So perhaps she was planning to elope out all along? Ah, crap. Crap, it's all so complicated. I'm really torn on this road, really am. On one hand, it's super romantic. This beautiful young love with no regard for what anyone thinks. It's so incredible. It's incredibly cute. But on the other hand, I'm really sad. It's selfish and it's dumb, but if Ira is really gone, it's like I have nothing to hope for anymore. Hey, Shubina? Huh? You know anything about this? No? Why would I? Well, you two were pretty close, right? The whole group chuckles. We weren't. No? No, not at all. Really? Really? I thought you two were... Oh, I'm not saying that. What? They all erupt in laughter. We weren't. We didn't even talk. God damn you, dumbass. She's screwing the old guy. She ain't like that. I don't know, some chicks win both ways. You never know these days. I don't, it's... Look at her face. Chill out, Shubina, we're just kidding, jeez. Why are you getting so scared anyways? You really a lesbian or something? I'm not. You just keep laughing. What can I even say to that? No matter what I do, they just keep laughing. If Ira came in through the door right now and heard what they were saying, all hell would break loose. I mean, she only disappeared a day ago. She's probably just coming late today. She doesn't even know there's a missing report. Maybe she's already left her lover's place? Maybe she was trudging through our snowy schoolyard as we speak? No, she's already inside. She's already left her wet, puffy jacket in the cloakroom, and now she's going down the corridor. Up the stairs to the left. That's right, she's coming. She's gonna storm him any minute now. Right, that's it. I hear her. I can hear her footsteps. She's coming. Ira's coming. What's with that face? You look like you're holding in a shit. She's totally a lesbo. I'm not. I never talked to her, I told you. The steps walk past the classroom. Now that they're closer, they don't sound like her at all. They never sounded like her in the first place. Well, maybe not with her, but like in general. Yeah, you don't have a boyfriend, right, Shubina? Why is that? Huh? I don't know. I just... You look at her. Be real. Oh, come on, don't say that. What, you want to be her boyfriend? Hey, Shubina, want to go out with Igor? What? Come on, he's a great guy. Right, Igor? You treat her right. Piss off, man. I'm not doing this. I bite my tongue. There I go again. Bad habit. It's not like it works anyway, so why do I keep doing it? I plop down my desk and start mindlessly flipping through the textbook. I need to stop indulging fantasies like this. It just makes me feel stupid every time. If Ira came in through that door and beat them up right then and there, would it really help my case? They probably keep saying the same things behind your back. And to my face. I guess it really would be for the worst. Yeah, I shouldn't have wished for that. If Ira saw that, it would just add fuel to the fire. So it's a good thing that she didn't interfere. It's a good thing. It's a really great thing. So Ira was her protector. At least those guys don't bother me for the rest of the day. Everyone's too preoccupied with gossip. I can't focus on studying either. I keep thinking... The last time I saw Ira, the teacher says her parents saw her leaving in the morning, but she didn't show up to class. That part's nothing new. Ira has always had a bad attendance record, so I assumed she skipped as usual. And went to see that man they talked about? Did she go to him right away? Because in that case yesterday evening, go home, Asya. The teacher's office, was it? I'm kinda scared of going straight to the police, but I should probably report this. Not sure if it will be any help, but for some reason the idea of telling anyone what I saw, something about it just doesn't sit right with me. But there's no logical reason for that. I need to get over myself. Sure, she's probably fine, I know that. Freaking everyone knows that. But if she's not, well, I'm gonna regret it big time. Well, but I might also be tearing star-crossed levels apart. If Ira really ran away to be with someone that cares about her so deeply, away from society's ridicule, would it really be right to ruin it? Crap. I have to admit, I'm also a little judgmental. I mean, it's really beautiful. I do believe that judging love like that is ugly, 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 but whenever I start to consider it closely, I just can't brush up how much older that man is. I just can't. Ugh, I'm really no better than the rest. Wait, that's it? So that's why I don't want to tell anyone about what I saw. It must be really good in me screaming, "Don't ruin their good fortune, they'll probably be happy together right now. It's none of your business." Oh gosh, yeah, that must be it. Next one is breathing. Should I follow my heart then? Should I keep silent? It is not as if what I've seen will make a difference. It was kind of not inconsequential. There's no point in telling anyone about it at all. It's not the kind of information that points to any particular location of culprit. Not that there is one. Let's just keep silent and everyone will be happy. It must be very valuable information then. I'll be happy, the good irrational me will be happy, and the cool reasonable me will be happy as well. Yep. Good job, Asya, you solved it. It sure is nice to have a clean conscience. Well, no time to loaf around here any longer. Guess I better head home. Counterpoint. What if, and bear with me here, what if Ira is actually missing? Despite all odds, there's always a possibility that she is in danger. If there's even the tiniest chance that my report will help in finding her, then that information is worth providing. Then my testimony won't change a thing. It's worth it at the worst. That's true. If I carefully weigh the pros and cons, the off chance of Ira being in danger and my words being the key to saving her makes for a strong argument. Whoa, my words being the key to saving her. Wow, yeah, that would be amazing. Then I come and visit her in the hospital, and she wouldn't even know how to thank me. She'd say I shouldn't have, and she'd say, "I told you to leave me alone, dummy." But then I just shake my head and respond, "It's nothing. I was just doing what I was supposed to do." No, I gotta come up with something cooler. I'll need to think about that. Wait. Why is she in the hospital? Do I hope Ira ends up in the hospital? Jeez, of course not. I don't need my freaking testimony to save her. Oh, my testimony is useless because she's already home. Or is calling home, telling her parents how happy she is with the love of her life. That's what I hope for. Ugh, just keep having these stupid thoughts today. At least I know what I should do now. I made my decision. I'm going to the teacher's office. Where was it again? I doubt they expect anyone to come. I'll probably look kinda silly. Wouldn't be the first time. Well, who cares? Walking, down the staircase to the right, down the hall. There, that's the teacher's office. Oh? A girl. There's a girl standing there, right by the door. I think I've seen her before. Is she an upperclassman? Our town is really tiny, so is our school. If I were a better person, I would know her name. She turns to look at me. I'm not sure what she's expecting, so I nod a little. Is there a queue? A queue? To the office? Oh, no. I'm just waiting for someone. Okay. Hey, what? You're Asya, right?
Uh, yes. How'd you know? That's kind of a loaded question. How do we know anything? Uh, I mean, it's not like we have lots of faces to remember here. You know me too, right? Sorry. Really? Ugh, that's what I was talking about. It's not like I don't care to remember everyone's names. I just don't know where other people get them from. They say that in tiny cities like this, everyone knows each other, but that's just not true. We learn about the people outside of our immediate circle through gossip or common friends. But I haven't made any new ones since the day Tosaya left. And gossip. Sure, sometimes I overhear my classmates chatting about this and that. I don't like listening to them. I don't like their voices, so I try not to pay them much attention. Wait. When I put it like that, it kinda does sound like my fault. My point is, when people regurgitate the idea of everyone knows everyone, the word everyone doesn't include me. My name's Marina. Oh, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. You got something to share about G? How'd you know? What do you mean how? We got an announcement, same as you. They told us to report to the teachers and all. Ah, I see. For some reason I thought they only broke the news to us, Ira's classmates. It makes sense to at least give the upperclassmates a heads up, just in case they happen to know her. Which means, you also know something about Ira? Yep. That's great. So you talked to the teachers already? Sure did. Wow. And what did you tell them? Tis. That's between me and the investigation. We can't just spout info like that out in the open, Asya. The wall's got ears. Oh, I understand. Sorry. Okay, well, you don't have to apologize. Crap. I'm making an awful first impression. Not only did I not know her name like I was supposed to, but now I look like I don't know the first thing about vigilance. Who am I kidding? I really don't. I'll just go in then. Marina suddenly blocks my path. No you won't. I'm sorry? You're not telling them anything. She gestures with her finger to the attack to be symbol. Why? Because a bad feeling stirs up in my chest. Please don't tell me it's gonna be the same thing as my classmates. Is this because I acted rude? I didn't mean to. Well, I never mean to. I just can't help it, can I? We just met and I've already managed to mess up everything. Damn it. I desperately search her face for signs of mockery, but really I can't find any. I've been waiting for you. Huh? Surprised? Of course I am. No wait, this has to be some stupid ruse. I'm going to believe this girl and then she'll just laugh in my face about it. I'm serious. Ira told me about you. Really? Yeah. Oh gosh, they talked about me? Wow. I'm shocked Marina is being as friendly as she is, considering the kind of description Ira could give. Wait, does this mean that she's friends of Ira's? For some reason I never thought about her having any, at least not at school. That was really presumptuous of me. I wonder what Ira is like when she's with friends. I know you saw her yesterday. I figured you want to report it, so I ran here as soon as class ended. I guess it'd be easier to catch you between lessons, but I got so caught up in all those stupid rumors. Yeah, it slipped my mind. She knows? But hey, what matters is that it all worked out. So why are you stopping me? Well... Mina looks around the empty corridor before lowering her voice. If you tell them about yesterday, you'll make everything worse. Huh? Let's not talk about this in front of the office, okay? Come on, let's go. She takes a step back and beckons me with her hand. I'm not sure what she has in mind, but it doesn't seem like a prank. Still... Wait, I know Ira's probably fine, but... Isn't it better to play it safe? The faster we share all we know with everyone, the... Quiet you. I just said that we shouldn't talk about this stuff where adults can hear. What? Marina grabs my hand and starts dragging me down the corridor. She's not exactly being quiet either. All my stomach protests sound so weak they might as well be white noise to the other girl. Yes, I spent half the day doubting whether I should make a report at all. So what? Carefully examined my options and came to my own conclusion. I deserve to see it through. I deserve to testify. But some part of me is relieved that the ultimate choice was made for me. I mean, that silly gut feeling I thought I overcame with reason has to come out on top. So So there was something to it in the end. So I was right. My heart was right. Sure, I can't actually know that since I'm yet to hear what Marina has to say, but this can't be pure chance, can it? And if it's not, what does it actually hinge on? Did Marina show up because the world needed to stop me for the sake of something more important? Or did Marina show up because I subconsciously wished for something, for anything to stop me? Whatever it was, I guess I don't mind this after all. I think I'll stick to the grandeur narrative angle for the time being. The world bending itself to the will of some worthless gnat is a preposterous idea. But it wouldn't be the first time for me, would it? And the fact that the world, for any reason, has decided to guide me towards the right path, that's so endlessly sweet. Down the stairs, through the lobby to the coat room, I don't resist anymore. Marina drags me along and I can feel my doubt turn into excitement. This is definitely the right path. This girl knows about Ira. I want to know more about Ira too. The whole world wants me to know. Okay, I guess it's some information that'll make Ira look worse or bad, I'm guessing? It's episode 1, Ira. That was just a prologue. What the hell is your problem? Everyone is looking from Ira to Garen to the boy that just crashed on the floor next to the boy, barely missing him. Huh? Gee, what the hell? Is she insane? Somebody called the teacher. Not paying any mind to the commotion that has filled the classroom, Ira storms towards Garen. Her face is contorted with rage. Before he can react, she rips the notepad from his hand and slams it on my desk. I hastily grab onto it. Read that again and I'll kick your teeth in. Huh? Are you nuts? Ira doesn't respond. For a second, she just glares at him, then turns around and stomps back to her desk. Classmates who were caught up in the laughing fit just a moment ago are now watching her in silent bewilderment. So they're glad she's gone because she actually scared them, basically. She scoot out of her way as she retrieves her bag and then heads towards the door. Crazy bitch. She ignores him. Where are you going? Bump. Hey! Ira forcibly pushes past the teacher. You. What do you think you're doing? Your parents will hear about this. Her threats fall on deaf ears. Everyone knew Ira. I'm gonna call her Ira because I'm gonna butcher her last name every time I say it. She's always been like that, I think. No, not throwing chairs around. Oh, she threw chairs. Ira had no regard for the rules that everyone's supposed to follow. I guess they call someone like her a problem child. Her parents get a lot of flack for that. It's only normal in a town like ours. Not just because of its small size, but because of its, let's just say, exclusivity. Few get afforded such a privilege. Last time I checked, our population hasn't even hit 6,000. When someone like Ira appears on this tiny society's radar, she's just not seen as a delinquent. She's a puzzling stand in communities that's meant to be spotless. Like a weed that sprouted in a painstakingly maintained flower garden. Of course, it's not as if she appeared out of thin air. It's all in the family, they say. The blame falls on the people responsible, that is, on Ira's parents. And questions begin to rise. Why is G's daughter behaving like this? Is there trouble at home? Did you believe that this is acceptable? Did they not teach her discipline? Did they not understand how fortunate they are? They're being granted so much, yet they can't do the bare minimum in raising their child. Do they really want to be here? Do we want them to be here? I've heard a lot of talks like that. I've heard more after Ira threw that chair at Garen. I didn't get why. Everyone was just having fun. And it was my fault for bringing a notebook anyway. I was hoping to write a little in the library when school was done, but my bag slipped and all of its contents scattered on the floor. Of course they would get curious about it. Of course they want to read the silly things I wrote. It's not a big deal. It's not like I've ever take poetry or drawings very seriously. Those are just fun distractions, nothing more. If people laugh, well, what's it to matter to me? I couldn't wrap my head around it. I couldn't, but I still wanted to thank Ira somehow. She rarely shows up to school. Even when she does, she just can leave at random. I couldn't get a hold of her for a long time because of that. Well, that, and also, I was really scared. Ira has never much as looked at me. Even when she was lashed out at Garen, it was like I wasn't even there. But 2 weeks after the incident, it finally happened. We crossed paths. I went to the bathroom during lesson, and I think it was math. I came in through the door. And there she was, blowing white smoke through the half-open window. I didn't even know she was at school. Oh, hi. Ira shot me a disinterested look. Hi. I awkwardly scuttled past her to one of the stalls. After closing the door, I realized I was so nervous I couldn't do any of my business, so I just sat there thinking about how I should approach her. It's not like I had some long conversation or formalities in mind. I just wanted to say thanks. In theory, it should have been easy. But wouldn't that make me look like a weirdo too? Assuming she did all that for me. That would just make me look self-centered. I had no idea how much time had passed, maybe while I was in the stall, maybe 5 minutes, maybe 20 seconds, but when I heard what sounded like her getting off the windowsill, I swung open the door. Wait! Huh? I froze up. She stood next to the window, bag in hand. The cold draft wafted through her hair. I had to say something. I had got this rare chance, the world gave me this rare chance to tell her what I wanted. What am I supposed to say? Thank you? After I just tumbled out of a toilet stall? What? She raised an eyebrow. I just stood there with my mouth helplessly open, as if I just got mute, as if every word in the Russian dictionary got wiped from my brain. Whatever. No, wait, please. I took a step towards her and she jolted away like I were a leper. I didn't know what I should say or ask, so I just knew I had to say something, even if it was the first thing that popped to mind. What? What the hell do you want? Isn't it cold? Huh? The windowsill. When you were sat smoking there, right by the window, I thought, why are you cold like that? She blinks. Not really? Maybe a little? Ah, thought so. Anything else? No. I mean, yes, I'm sorry that you got in trouble. Huh? Well, I heard you got into a lot of trouble after that. You know, when Gowron read my stupid poetry. I'm sorry for that. She eyed me for several seconds, which to me felt like an eternity. She then sighed and slowly flipped her hair back. Why are you apologizing? That has nothing to do with you. Well, I guess not. His voice was getting on my nerves. I see. I looked down at the tiled floor. I knew that was the case, of course. It's not like I was hoping Ira jumped in to defend my honor or anything of the sort. I just wanted to thank her regardless of intent, but no matter how hard I thought and tried to word it, everything just came out sounding awkward or wrong. Why does this always happen? The soles of her boots squeaked against the floor. She spun around and walked toward the door, and this time I made no attempt to stop her. Your poetry isn't stupid. Huh? I stood there dumbfounded. Did she just say that? Did I hear it right? Your poetry isn't stupid. Does that mean she likes it? Ira likes my poetry? Ira? The bell rang and snapped me out of my short-term stupor. I shook my head. Right, I need to get back to the classroom. I doubted Ira was going to be at the next lesson. I washed my hands from nothing in particular. Weeks passed. My life didn't exactly change. Went to school the same way, sat into the lesson, and then went to the store, then to the library or for a walk, and then when it got dark, I headed home. Day after day. Huh? My notebook. I just left to go get a snack from the cafeteria. Where did it go? Oh, Shubina, we borrowed your homework for a second. You don't mind, right? It's fine. Thanks. By the way, is this supposed to be you? He lifts a scrap of paper up to me. Oh no. I forgot I left it in there. No? It's just a drawing. Yeah? You sure? It really looks like you if you were pretty. It's not me. Whatever you say. Sometimes my classmates joked around with me. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily drifted to Ira. She still attended classes, albeit irregularly. She always vanished during breaks. I don't know where to, and I wouldn't dare ask. Sometimes she told me like, none of your business if I did. And she'd be right. And even so, I kept imagining those scenarios in my head. Not just when I was being laughed at. I started doing it when I was walking home from school or to the store or just wandering the streets killing time. I kept thinking about how funny it would be if I bumped into Ira. And how interesting it would be if we talked. I even tried to stay out longer. I started to take new routes. It's embarrassing to think about it now. But... Ira. She just walks past me in the corridor. Not even a nod, not even a look in my direction. I guess I don't exactly stand out in the crowd, but... Now it's my fault for mumbling. I should have spoken louder. Even though it took all my courage just to muster that much. Even though I definitely think she should have heard me. Hey, Vadim? What? Remember when I gave you 50 kopecks? And I have it back? Huh? 50 kopecks? When was that again? Last Friday. Jesus. You remember things like that? Can I have it back? Man, I don't even remember taking it. You sure you're not making this up? Maybe you gave it to someone else? No, it was you. Jeez. I don't freaking know. It's half a rubble, Shubina. Who gives a shit? Yeah, why do you care so much? So petty. You probably just lost it or something. My eyes keep snapping to the doorway. It's empty, of course. What am I waiting for? Even if she showed up, what would you do? Mug him in front of everyone? Heh. That would be really funny. Hey, stop thinking that. Maybe he really did forget. Who knows? I really shouldn't be upset. It's not that much. You could do grocery shopping with that, but it's not the end of the world. I'm not exactly starving. Lately I've been eating too much junk anyway. Yeah, maybe if I eat less of this stuff, my skin will clear up. That'd be nice. Saya, what? You don't use makeup at all, right? No, I don't. We're not allowed to, though. What are you saying? They allowed it last year. Really? Nobody's gonna send you home for it. Oh, that's good, I guess. These girls rarely talk to me. They're usually pretty nice, though. At least when they're not joking along with the guys. I think one of them likes Vadim. He laughs a lot whenever he says anything to me. I suppose we have very different senses of humor. You never tried it before, yeah? Makeup? No, never. Seriously? You're like 15 already. 14. Same thing. You gotta learn to do it at some point. Especially with that complexion. Well, I'm not really... Hey, how about we help you out? Yeah. Just some light makeup. You'll see what it's like. I don't know. Come on, it's gonna be fun. You're gonna love it. Alright, but... Yay! Come here then. Well, that one ended. I don't think people do unpleasant things on purpose. Nobody wakes up in the morning with a goal to make somebody feel bad. I really believe that. If someone is doing something hurtful, they don't fully understand it. So I shouldn't wish bad things on people who don't really know they're being mean. I shouldn't wish for Ira to appear and interrupt them, or to scream at them, or punish them, or anything. You can still hear everyone laughing as I run out to the corridor. I'm in my face, and I don't need any teachers seeing me like this. At least the toilet's closed, so I can wash this myself quickly. I should stop falling for these pranks, but... sorry. I lift my face up without thinking. Oh no. Ugh, the hell? Ira jerks away from me. Can't blame her. I must look like an insane person. Yeah, I look awful. God. I can't handle her looking at me like that. I'm sorry. Huh? I run past her. Run. I just need to get out of the restroom. I just need to wash it off. After a month, a reality had dawned on me. I kept telling myself that Ira's actions had nothing to do with me. She told me much that herself, in no uncertain terms. She said that, and I kept repeating it again. But I didn't believe it. On some level, I still held on to the faint hope that Ira pitied me, that she cared about me for God knows what reason. No, really, what was the reason? Her lashing out at a classmate she found annoying, one who just so happened to make fun of me? Her not joining in? Her telling me she liked my writings? She didn't even say that much. She said they weren't stupid. Oh wait. 3 coins clink against my desk. 20, 20, 10. So he remember? There. Thanks for the unforgettable night. Ugh. Everyone erupts in snickers. Hey, you're a cheap deal. You're free later? Nah. Very funny. Oh please, Shubina, get a sense of humor. Your face is dragging out the class morale. Haha, that's right. You're doing us all a disservice. Think of your classmates for once. And it clearly bothers her, but, she's like, what can I do? I let myself believe something would change. I thought about it as if I deserved it. As if I didn't have it good enough before. As if my life had any real problems. I was just being greedy, plain and simple. Getting my hopes up over some silly coincidence. It's all so stupid I can't help but laugh. Ahaha. That's okay. I know better now. I was being ridiculous. It's shameful to admit, but better late than never, right? I got a little too caught up in my own little world. And hey, even if they didn't amount to anything, I can still appreciate those little encounters with Ira for what they were. Brief but wonderful moments. I reminisce fondly about who and one time I locked out and saw Garen all scared and confused. Or that one time somebody gave my work a compliment, backhanded as it was. I could do that. Everyone else does that. Everyone has those little things that they look back on with a smile. It's beautiful on its own in a way, is it not? Our whole lives are a series of episodes, both good and bad. It doesn't matter if they grow into a bigger story, because each moment has a lot of merit on its own. Something that I should learn to be content with. It's something I've been perfectly content with until now. Until I decided what I had wasn't enough. Speaking objectively, what is there to complain about? No, seriously. I live in the prettiest part of our vast country. I have a comfortable roof over my head and even my own room. I have 2 living parents. I have 2 wonderful hobbies to enjoy, paper to write on, books to read, TV to watch. I buy myself treats almost every day after I'm done with school. I have good grades and teachers tell me I have great potential. My classmates also recognize how studious I am. I help them with their studies when they ask me to. That's right. I've got classmates I can always talk to. Guys I can laugh along with, even if their jokes always don't land. Even if my sense of humor isn't the best. All of this, I have all of this. Right here, right now. Everything that a girl my age could ever ask for. So why did that act as if it weren't enough? You idiot. What? Something happened again. Why the hell do you always go along with some bullshit? Ira looks like she's going to slap me, but instead swings her boot against a snow hill. She then turns to me and starts roughly swiping clumps of snow stuck to my coat. My whole body feels slightly numb. When I start to speak, my voice comes out weaker than expected. Ira, how did you know I was here? Doesn't matter. I heard that out, so Garen giggling about it. Can you stand? Yeah. I clumsily get up, my limbs feel rigid. I know you shouldn't sit on concrete when it's cold. I wouldn't normally. But there was no one else to sit near the school's back entrance and my legs were starting to get tired. I half-heartedly shake the snow off my skirt and tights. The flakes fall gently on the ground below. I look at Ira. Her face is, The word concern flashed into my head, but I've already learned I'm no good at judgments like that. I shouldn't be presumptuous, it's a bad habit of mine. I shouldn't flatter myself. I shouldn't, but the question escapes before I manage to cut myself short. So why are you here? What do you mean, why? I told you, Garen was bragging about slipping you that stupid letter. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Well, this doesn't have anything to do with you, does it? As soon as I say that out loud, I realize I messed up. I really did. Now she's going to punch me. Ira's going to punch me for real. She's going to punch me and then never speak to me again. I don't even say sorry, I just brace myself for the incoming blow. Physical, verbal, I just don't care. I've earned it. No, not really. It doesn't concern me at all. It's just annoying. Is that so? Yeah, you pissed me off. And you pissed me off too. I don't freaking get you. You know it wasn't real. There's no way you believe that, right? Right? I didn't believe it. I'm not that stupid. I looked down at the moist, crumpled letter I forgot I was still holding. It's the oldest trick in the book. I love letter prank? Really? Who would fall for that? I stared at that shriveled up piece of paper, and something about his whole existence was extremely sad to me. You want to burn it? Huh? I have matches. Oh, no thanks. That's wet anyway. I folded the letter and shoved it into my pocket. It'll get damp inside, I don't care. I can't throw it away. A fake confession is still a confession in the end. Oh, that's really sad. Those words didn't choose to be written sincerely. It's okay. Even if this whole thing isn't real. I met Ira today. Ira came. After all these weeks of praying, Ira came. Thank you. I smiled at her. Even after I said I had to come to terms with it. No, right, as I was saying it to myself, to the world, I knew that I was lying. I couldn't throw away that last dumb scrap of hope I had. That small involuntary thought that crept inside my mind whenever I felt slightly lonelier than usual. Even if it took so long, if she finally came, I didn't do anything, really. Flustered. Ira's flustered. Is she flustered? Really? That's cute. That's just so cute. Huh? What's with you? Alright. I'm grinning like an idiot. Sorry. I'm fine. Whatever. I'm going home. What? Already? Ira gives you a quick once-over. You take care. Yeah, okay. Bye-bye. We wave at each other and I watch her disappear behind a corner. I hesitate. Maybe I shouldn't. Feels like there's still so much I want to say to her. I don't know what or why, but I just know that it's a lot. I turn and walk a couple of steps in the direction of my home. No. Change my mind. I run back. Crap, my legs are still so stiff. I turn the same corner Ira passed not even a minute ago. And she's already gone. I sigh. The snow here isn't deep enough to leave clear footprints. Not that I'd be desperate enough to follow. Huh. Why did she always leave in such a rush? It's okay. My life didn't exactly change. I went to school the same way. I sat through the lessons, I went to the store, the library, or for a walk, and then when it got dark, I headed home. Day after day. Sometimes my classmates joked around with me. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily dripped into Ira. She still attended classes, albeit irregularly. She always vanished during breaks. I don't know where to, and I wouldn't dare ask. Somebody told me she'd say none of your business if I did. She'd be alright. Even so, I kept imagining those scenarios in my head. Not just when I was being laughed at. I did it when I was walking home from school, or to the store, or just wandering the streets killing time. I kept thinking about how funny it would be if I bumped into Ira. I thought how interesting it would be if we talked. I even tried to stay out longer. I started to take new routes. And as I knew it would be to behave that way, I kept doing it. Again and again, walking and walking, praying and praying. Tisk. You assholes ever shut up? Huh? Ugh, this bitch. Nobody saw Ira enter the class. Everyone was too busy whistling and laughing. And she caught me in a really dumb pose. Well, that's on me. I wouldn't have chosen Dare if I knew she'd see me like that. Though choosing truth when playing with these guys, I'm not sure what's worse. Oh well. Well, I'm saying all this, but I got what was coming to me. I chose to embarrass myself, and as I did, I kept begging, wishing as hard as I could for Ira to appear. And so she did. And now, despite the overwhelming shame, I feel so happy that I might explode. Ira walks to her desk, barely paying me any passing glance. All the boys skirt out of her way, only Garen doesn't. Move. Nah. What's the rush? Come play with us too. Huh? Dude, are you serious? Come on. Have some fun for a change. Look, Shubina is having fun. Right, Shubina? Please don't look. Yes. See? Ira doesn't flinch. Out of my way. Oh, what, gonna throw a chair at me? She's too calm now. To everyone's surprise, Ira calmly puts her back on the nearest desk. She started digging through it without saying a word. Garen lets out an awkward chuckle. He's like, uh-oh. What, got a grenade in there or something? She looks at him. What? A knife? Garen jumps back, bumping into another student. What the fuck? Everyone shifts away. What was that? Huh? What the hell? Something silvery shines in Ira's hand. It's a bow compass. Is that... Huh, you serious? She doesn't say anything. The room fills with low murmurs that quickly turn into jeers. Psycho, nutcase, crazy bitch. Ira lowers the compass and makes her way to her desk, looking unbothered. It's just like the last time. Ira saves me without acknowledging my existence. Maybe some onlookers. No, most people would think she didn't plan on helping me at all. And that's what I'm inclined to think as well. Yet, my unreasonable heart is still being elated, and I'm getting some really silly thoughts. The 2 times when Ira lashed out at Garen were the 2 times she saw him laughing at my expense. That can't be a coincidence, right? Of course it can. It was only 2 times. 2 times and 2 weeks apart. You'd be an idiot to think otherwise. Yeah, I guess you're right. It's the only logical train of thought. I should agree. I would agree. If only... I didn't do anything, really. If only Ira didn't show up that day. It's been 2 weeks since then, and I haven't stopped replaying that moment in my mind. Over and over and over and over and over. I didn't get sad about Ira ignoring me at the school or anywhere anymore. Because in that moment, I got all the justification I could ask for. It was worth everything I could have hoped for. But I'm still a very greedy person. It's still not good enough. I still keep looking for her when I'm out. It's almost ridiculous how hard it is to catch a person in a town this small. So at some point I started to wonder. I saw my classmates regularly just out and about, strolling along the main street, at the courtyards, at the community center, at the store, at the cafe. They weren't hard to run into. But it was as if Ira spent all her free time at home. Which could be the case, but it didn't sound like something she would do. From what I heard, or could assume, she didn't have the best relationship with her parents. Spending hours at end in the home like that every day? No, I really doubt that. The other more probable option was that she preferred the outskirts. Maybe she didn't want to be bothered? That sounded like her. Well, despite that being highly likely, I was hoping to do just that, bother the heck out of her. I felt almost brave about it. Ira could get totally pissed. She could push me away, she could even attack me. Whoa. For some reason, I didn't really think she would. You sure? My breath halted. Oh, hey. Hi. Vents near the research institute expel hot air. Mood, nobody really goes out here aside from the staff coming out for a smoke. I never ran into any, but the ground here is littered with cigarette butts, so that's a safe bet in my book. Why is Ira here of all places? Again? How many times can you buy into that stupid pranks? They seriously sent you all the way out here? What? Oh, no. I didn't get any letters after that. I'm just taking a stroll. A stroll? Here? Yes. Okay. Ira gives me an incredulous look. Do you, like, smoke? No, I don't. Why? It's a smoking area. Yeah, I know that. You wanna try then? What? Smoking? No, thank you. Okay. She shrugs. But awkward start? I can let it end here. I just need to what about you, Ira? What about me? Why are you here? Were you at the institute? Yeah. Something like that. Something like that? My mom works here. She forgets her lunch sometimes. Oh, you bring her lunch? That's what I said. That's so sweet. It's really nice you look out for your mom. It's whatever. It's not. I know it's not. With all I've heard about her family, the fact that she still goes out of her way like that, it's really amazing. The thought of doing something like that for my parents has never crossed my mind. I mean, if I were told to deliver something, I would. But Ira's different. She wouldn't do something just because she was ordered to. She'd have to really care about it. Crap. That proves it. Ira and I are cut from the same tall cloth. When I spend my days looking for excuses to stave off the minute I have to come home, Ira is cooking, packing lunch, and carrying it to the edge of town. That goes against everything I've heard. But it makes so much sense. That's why I never see her on the street. That's why she doesn't have time to sit at a cafe. That's why she doesn't idle away at the community center. That's why she's such a caring person. That's why I'm such a piece of trash. No. She only said her mom forgets her lunches sometimes. Lunches I prepared in advance. It doesn't take long to get to the institute, even if you walk from the other side of town. Yes, that's true. You still have plenty of spare time. This doesn't work. This explanation doesn't work. Ira walks back into the building. I guess he has this savior thing going on with Ira. That I really need an explanation. It's none of my business. I'm not so delusional as to believe we're close enough to share something like that. That'd be nice, but it's not how things work. Things work like this. When Ira's in the room, Garen doesn't talk to me as much. When she isn't, I wish she would be. Friend's not here today. Who? Who do you think? Oh, she's not really my friend. You're Pitbull then. Pitbull? Hey, that's spot on. You can't make a harmless joke around with that chick without her throwing a condemnation fit. It's annoying as shit. You think we're friends? Well, not really, but it looks like they picked up on it. On Ira reacting like that to me being used as a laughingstock. So it wasn't just me? It's not just my wishful thinking? Huh, that's nice to hear. But I still don't know for sure. It's the most comforting thing I've heard out of Garen's mouth to date. At least she barely shows up. Yeah, they'll probably kick her out before New Year's with that attendance record. Good riddance. That's right. Ira can possibly be meeting the minimal attendance requirements. I don't know about her grades, but... Wait, I don't think they can expel her. Huh? Why not? We're the only school in town. Where else is she going to go to? Yeah, good point. Ew. Well, her parents can just send her away. You mean to another town? Yeah, to their relative or something. What? No! Oh man, now that you say that, everyone's parents be surprised when that happens. Haha. No. I hate how they're right. I hate that I can't see it happening. Everyone talks about it, how Ira's a nuisance to our household. It's been like that for a long time. But still, she forgets her lunch sometimes? That can't happen. No, it can't. It's not fair. You can't send her away. She can't go. She's so nice, she cares, she does. Maybe not for me, but for her family. Why would they send her away? That's just too cruel. They can't do that. If they do, then it will all be over. If they do, then I won't. We just started. I don't know what. I can't even call it talking. I don't know what it is, but that doesn't matter. Even if she just tolerates me, even if she doesn't want anything to do with me, I don't care. This can't happen. This physically cannot happen. I raise my head and look out the window. Snow is falling lightly on the yard. The dark pine branches sway under its weight. The long gray clouds glide placidly across the tundra. Far past the fences, past the mountain ridge. So far away that I can't picture it. So far away that my mind circles twice around the earth, comes back to the spot I'm sitting in. This world is way too gentle. I've been too kind to an ungrateful brat like me. So if I've earned this world's good graces, why can't a person so much more deserving do the same? What does a person like that have to do? And is there anything I can do? A bird flies past the window. Ira? What? I'm really using up all my luck these days. Ira sits smoking in the girl's bathroom just like she did when I first talked to her. Some snowflakes blow into the room and stick in her hair. It's gotten colder. Maybe you shouldn't sit so close? I know you don't like going to classes much, but you can get kicked out like that. Is that why you came here? To tell me that? I know that. I'm not stupid. I don't think you are. Do you just really not care? Everyone says you'll get sent away. That your parents will send you to live with a relative. Is that true? Probably, yeah. Of course it's true. I knew it was true when I asked the question. Maybe if you just cleaned up? If you just stop skipping, then maybe you won't have to go? And if you're having a hard time with studies, I can help. We can go to the library or something and then there's 1 month left. It's not gonna work. I get it. My voice is shaking. It's better if I keep staring at my shoes. It's okay. That's about what I expected. Of course I knew it was pointless to cram at this point. It was just an excuse. A selfish boy to get some scraps of Ira's time before she goes. I wonder, did I do the same when Toy Stock moved away? It's only been 3 years. But now that I think back to it, it's all so hazy. I was a very different person then, I'm sure. At least, I probably didn't humiliate myself like this. Hey. Thanks. No, I didn't do anything. It was just a dumb suggestion. It was nice of you. Nice. Right. She doesn't know. She thinks I'm doing this out of the kindness of my heart. It's just not fair. She really is too good of a person. Are you not going to the toilet? Oh, actually, since you're here, have you seen anyone hiding a diary nearby? Diary? Yes. You know, the one we use for classes. Maybe you've seen something like that lying around? Ira's expression darkens. Don't worry, we were just playing a game. I guess the guys got a little too carried away. I checked the whole class in the corridors. It's probably somewhere really obvious, but I'm just not good at that kind of stuff. When I hit Igor's pencil case, they found it right away. She throws a cigarette butt out the window and hops off the windowsill. Without saying a word, Ira storms past me, but I grab onto the edge of her dress just as she's about to leave. Wait, I said it's fine. We're playing a game, really. Please, don't get into more trouble because of me. I wasn't going to. Huh? I have an idea where it is. It was Garen, right? No, Shuri Cove. Same difference. She walks out to the corridor I tag her behind. I'm not sure what place Ira has in mind, but it becomes immediately clear when she makes a sharp turn to the right. Are you serious? She swings open the doors to the boys' restroom and loudly marches in. Some poor guy tumbles out, almost colliding with me. Sorry. We're sorry. He turns around and shakes his head at me in disbelief. I mean, what's there to say? I follow Ira to the bathroom. The smell is so much worse than this one. I look around and see Ira's hand reaching above one of the stalls. There it is. My diary. Right by the tiny window at the top. Ira steps on the toilet bowl. Please be careful. I'm fine. She grabs onto the flush tank secured way above. Then, using it as an anchor, she reaches for the windowsill. Catch. I clasp the diary in my hands. It's really been here all along. I look up at Ira, who's now awkwardly trying to get down. Wow, thank you. Yeah. Oh, what? And they fell. Ira almost loses her balance, but jumps just in time. The bowl makes a loud clang as she hops off. Whoa, are you okay? Yeah, let's get out of here. You think it's broken? Dunno, I didn't see anything. But why would I be in the men's bath toilet? gross. I see. Thank you again. How did you know it would be in the boys' room? You think Shurk would go into the ladies' room? No. I suspected they put it in there. I just didn't really have the courage to enter. You can't keep doing this. I know I should have checked there from the start, instead of running around the whole school like a... No, you can't keep going along with it. It was just a game. It wasn't. No, really. We were just playing around. Bullshit. You know damn well what they're doing. They're not your friends. I never said they were. Then why don't you tell them to piss off? For once in your life. I can't. You like being a victim that much? You won't get any better if you keep doing this. It'll only get worse. It's not that bad. And I wouldn't. I can't. I can't just say something like that to them. I'm sorry. Why the hell not? Well, it wouldn't be right. For the love of... It's not like I've never tried it before. But when I say something, they just make fun of me. And nothing changes. So freaking what? Who cares what they say? Just don't bother with them. I'm not like you. I can't just do that. I can't just act like I don't care when everyone's laughing. I can't look people in the eye like that. And when I go along with it, at least they talk to me. And I know you're okay on your own, but So what's your plan? Huh? That's it? You're gonna spend the next 3 years like that? Seriously? She exhaled sharply. She doesn't even look annoyed anymore. I get that. I'm also disappointed in myself. Saya, yes? You know I'm leaving soon. That's right. I understand what she's getting at. The unspoken rule Garen and his friends have been sticking to, holding themselves back when Ira's around. The real cowardly reason I'm so terrified of her going away. I don't know what to do. Why can't I stop? The hand she's been dealt with is much worse than mine. And here I am whining and clinging to her like a leech. I should be the one helping. I should be the one telling Ira to get her act together. And yet, I can't think of a single thing to give her. Write me a poem. Huh? A poem? Why? What kind of question is that? It's because I like them. Oh, but... Really? You like them? You like my poems? Why else would I ask? Thank you very much. I mean, yes, of course. I'll write one. Do you want it to be about something, or... Maybe in a specific meter? I don't care. Anything. Alright. I'll think of something then. I'll try. Yeah, you do that. Ira checks her wristwatch. I gotta go. See you around, I guess. Already? Yeah, alright. See you around. She waves her hand and leaves. I watch her walking down the empty corridor. Empty. I've really stayed in school for way too long. The shadows stretch along the hallway, tall and dark. My heart is pounding. I should get going. My life didn't exactly change. I went to school the same way. I sat through the lessons, then went to the store, then to the library, or for a walk, and then when it got dark, I headed home. Day after day. Sometimes my classmates joked around with me. Whenever that happened, my thoughts involuntarily drifted to Ira. She still attended classes. She vanished during breaks. Never asked where to. Kept imagining scenarios in my head. Not just when I was being laughed at. I did it when I was walking home from school or to the store and just wandering the streets killing time. I kept thinking about how funny it would be if I bumped into Ira. I thought how interesting it would be if we talked. I even tried to stay out longer. I started taking new routes. And Naive as it was to behave that way, I kept doing it. Ah. Oh? Ira! Hi! What are you doing here? Ira points to her cigarette. Oh, no, I mean, what are you doing at the center? Came to return some books. Oh, so you go to the library? What were you reading? Stuff? You don't want to say? You won't like it. Huh? Why not? Ira looks like she's really weighing down the pros and cons of exposing me to her taste in literature. Did she read something she shouldn't? Maybe she thinks it's too dark or crass for someone like me? That's kind of unfair though, isn't it? The other week I finished The Plague by Camus. Never read it. It's about a vision trying to save a town from an epidemic. It's very visceral. Well, I enjoyed it a lot. Not sure if I agree with the message though. Yeah? What was it? It was, basically it's that evil is an inherent part of life. Well, it is though, Asya. You can try warding it off, but it will never be for good. And if you do good things in times of crisis, there will always be some greater force backing your gun. Yeah, it sounds about right. Huh? I guess there are some okay people in the world, but there's a lot more dirtbags. Really? That's a pretty depressing way to look at it. That's how it is. I don't know if I agree. At least I've never met someone I call a dirtbag. Yes, you have. You're just in denial about it. You serious? Garen's right there. Garen? Well, he's not that bad. Really, I don't think he means it. I'm sure everyone is trying the best they can. Most people wouldn't want to cause anyone pain, right? Oh, why does she think of the world like this? She really thinks people are just good deep down. People are just not good deep down. Some now aren't. Actually, I think there's something Camus and I agree on. Yeah, right. If everyone's so nice, where's all the greater evil coming from? You think it's some natural phenomenon? No, of course not. There are things we perceive as painful in the moment, and there are really horrible, awful things happening every day. And I don't think it's right to call them evil. Evil's intentional. Those are things that don't come from bad intentions. Sadness, loneliness, misunderstanding, fear, but not evil. There was this famous judge, Dionysius something, from ancient Greece, I think. Anyway, he said evil is not a being. For if it were, it wouldn't be totally evil. Evil has no place among being. Okay, so Hitler's not evil? That's a rather extreme example. But it's not like he was born that way, was he? I mean, it wasn't his natural quality, I don't think. So, the point still stands. He grew up and became evil as hell. Evil exists, it's freaking everywhere. Just because there's a reason doesn't make it better. Of course not. I don't like it when it's described as something omnipresent. Omni what? It's like, doesn't matter. What I'm trying to say is, we aren't born with some big evil force inside us. I doubt the universe is any different. What? The universe isn't a person, because of course it's different. Well, yeah, it's not, I know that. But it is kind of a being, right? I mean, since every being is pure by default. So is the universe. It's the idea of being itself, right? I'm not making any sense, am I? You're not. Sorry. It's whatever. About what I expect. What does that mean? You're weird. You say weird things. For a second I feel a lump rising in my throat. But then I realized something. Ira doesn't look annoyed with me. In fact, it's like she's not repulsed by me at all. I don't really get it, but it must be nice being able to think that way. Like everyone's good deep down. Like nobody would ever hurt someone on purpose. That's the sweet world we're living in. How do you do it? If I were you, I'd be angry as hell. Aren't you pretty angry already? Angrier. Whoa, even angrier? Yes, I'd be 100 times as pissed. Scary. You bet. I imagine Ira throwing 100 chairs, 100 chairs flying towards 100 Garens, chairs flying, how bow compasses swinging. Ira is like a bodhisattva? A dozen of hands, half are for holding furniture, half are for stationary. A halo of curtains and compasses, a halo drawn with a compass. Every new compass draws another halo. 100 times more compasses and 100 times more halos. Ira is surrounded by 100 halos. We talk for a little while longer. There's idle chatter while she finishes her smoke. I tell her about some books that I recently read. My impressions, my interpretations. I'm not exactly used to sharing those. So many thoughts come out and sound dumb and crumpled. She keeps listening though. Every time I say something, I search Ira's face for signs of boredom. Maybe I'm not just looking hard enough, but I can't find anything of the sort. Oh jeez, I feel so happy I might die. I gotta go. She puts out her cigarette butt. Oh, really? Yeah, Lance. I understand. But, some of those novels sound kinda interesting. I'll check them out if I don't forget. Really? Please let me know if you do. And, sorry for that stupid philosophy talk. Can you shut up with the freaking apologies? I just said thanks. Sorry. Ira gives you a look so threatening I cut myself off. Right. Why? I hope you can enjoy them? She nods in approval. Phew. Oh, and the books I read. They were, yes. Angelique. Yep. By Anne Golan. And Angelique? The romance series? It's historical. It's not just lovey-dovey stuff, you know? I know, my mom really liked them. They seem wonderful. I never got to reading them, and, I didn't really expect you to be into... They're fine. It's not like I'm a huge fan or anything. You're not? It's just that if you want to read something historical or whatever, they're alright. Fine. Okay. I'll remember that. Ira looks like she's about to say something else, but then turns on the heels and stomps away. See ya. Yeah, see you around. Ira disappears down the street. There she goes again. My body leans against the frigid wall. My legs are weak. We talked. Ira and I really talked. And I never would have guessed. It was even nicer than I imagined. And I had no idea. So she likes books like that, huh? Ira likes novels like that. It's so wonderful. It's really, really wonderful. Every new thing I learn about her is more wonderful than the last. I need to meet with her again. I want to talk more. Maybe next time she'll tell me a little bit more about herself? Kinda feels like I hogged the entire conversation now that I think back to it. That was really self-centered of me. Next time I'll have to ask Ira more questions. I'll ask her more about the books she likes. Maybe we can talk about movies. I wonder what her favorites are. Does she also like romance films? That would be cute. I usually prefer detective films, but I really enjoy all kinds of movies. So if you want to watch something, maybe we can go out to the cinema? This would be so much fun. It's been a long time since I've gone there. I need to see her again. She skips even more than before. No point in keeping up with classes if you're getting expelled anyway. I guess that's what I read modus operandi. To some degree I understand it. But I still wish she showed her face from time to time, if only for one lesson. Probably wouldn't talk even if she came. It's not something we'd ever do in class, so I didn't expect anything in that regard. Just seeing the back of her head would be enough. I was with the Shubina. You're all smiles. Finally taking my advice to heart. What advice? Not looking like you're about to hang yourself for a change. It's great to see, really. Yes, it is great. We're so proud of you. How about brushing your hair next? That grin makes you look like a basket case. Thanks, madam. I'll do that. You're welcome. He grabs my English notebook off my table. Oh, he's not that happy. Payment for my services. His friends chuckle along. I couldn't care less about that. Even though she isn't here today, I don't mind. I know we're going to see each other soon. I'm going to do everything to bump into Ira again. I walk the whole town up and down so that we see each other. I hope Bendem doesn't end up in one of those cases. Oh, a boy's bullying you because he actually likes you. I hope it doesn't end up like that. It's so lame. I'll scour every corner of this place to find her. Perhaps I'm being overly reliant on the universe's kindness. At the end of the day, even if I walk all the possible routes, there's no guarantee I'll run into Ira. I want to believe, and I'm convinced the world is merciful. So if I try my hardest, maybe my efforts will be rewarded? Of course, it's an entitled way of thinking, but there's so little time left. Too little time. I need to make the most of it. I'll make as many memorable moments as I can while Ira's here. I'll make every encounter count. I fill this measly scrap of time with mean and wonderful things. Ira! Hi! Oh, Jesus, it's you. She sighs with a mixture of relief and irritation. Barely holding a giggle, I'm so glad to see her. It worked, it really worked. I spotted Ira between the rows of garages on the edge of town. She was crouching down by the wooden wall, hugging a thermos with one hand and holding a cigarette in the other. What are you doing here? What does it look like? Meditating? Wrong answer? Ira shakes her head and looks back at the ground. Huh. The rush of joy that had washed over me when I first noticed her began to dwindle. Now that I take a closer look, I don't think I've seen Ira curled up in this way before. Everything about her posture screams exhausted. But why out here? Are you okay? She muttered something. Huh? Aiming on me? What was that? I didn't quite catch it. I take a tentative step towards her, but Ira's scowl stops me dead in my tracks. Are you spying on me now? What? No. I was just walking here. At a garage lot? Yes? She gives me a look of such contempt, it sends a shiver down my spine. Why? I'm not lying. Really. I've always taken these walks after school. And going the same route gets boring over time, so sometimes I go through here. Or through the barracks. Or a couple of times I even went to the helipad. You know, the one that's over there. As I speak, I see Ira's expression slowly change from disdain to the confusion. Ugh, this isn't right. You talked so nicely just a few days prior. Why then? Did she hear something bad about me? From who? I don't think she'd believe the word of Garen's. I mean, I usually stroll along the main street, or near the community center. But it'll get colder soon, you know? So, it's better to enjoy the outdoors while you can, right? I just keep speaking, hoping she'll stop being mad at me. I need to keep going, I need to keep talking, because that's what I wanted her to do with her. I wanted to talk, so I have to, because I can't waste this moment. I can recover from this, I can cheer her up, and we will clear everything up, and she won't think that I'm some creep. I just can't stand it, I can't bear having her glare at me in silence. And you know, the views are really great here on the outskirts. The sky is bigger, you can see way into the tundra, and what I mean is, I didn't think you'd be here. That's a lie. Well, more of a half-truth. I hope she'd be here like I hope she'd be wherever I went. It's just that this isn't what I imagined at all. Not after our last meeting. Not after everything. She's just staring at me. She just keeps staring at me. For a moment, her eyes soften. And then she closes them as if looking at me was wearing her out. Basic drag and turns away from me. God. Can I be alone for 5 minutes? I'm sorry. I wait for her to respond with something like, why are you apologizing again? Cut it out. Or even just whatever, it's fine. But she doesn't say anything. I'm sorry. I'll be going then. Goodbye. Silence. I walk away. Cold wind blows in my face. The mounds of snow on garage roofs look smooth and soft. When blizzards hit, they'll get completely buried. I like to have a snow hill form over me too. They look cozy. Actually, I wonder what Ira carries in her thermos. I guess tea would be the obvious answer, but what if she's one of those people that like to have some warm soup with them? That would be cute. I should have asked her about it. I feel like I'm going to cry. I guess she's starting to notice, low-key. I mean, the town is only so small. Hey, you got any plans for New Year's? What plans? I'll be with my folks. No, I mean after that. My sister's going to a party with other upperclassmen. Are you serious? You think we sneak in? No way, I don't want to hang out with her. Aw, man, come on. They're gonna have one of those older girls there too, right? The ones from grade 10? Oh, I bet Sheena will be there too. Like she talked to you. Hey, you don't know that. I said we're not crashing anything. They won't let us in anyway. Ugh, that's true. Where are we going then? Whose place? Not mine. We've got Grandma coming over I can't host. You? Me neither. Adam? No way. He's kinda tired recently. Nah, really? Yeah. It's whatever though. Work stuff, I guess. I hear ya. My mom's also out of it. All the adults are pretty stressed, huh? Figures. It's the end of the year. I guess that has to do with bills? Right. It's almost New Year's. It's a shame, but I don't feel festive at all. I'll need to help Mom decorate the house. Should I remind her about that? It feels like all of us kind of forgot about the holidays. At least I did. Or maybe I didn't really forget. The end of the year has been looming in the back of my mind, but not as cause for celebration. All I could think about were the days counting down to the moment Ira would move away. Ira. She's been asking again. I'm not surprised. I really wish I could clear things up with her. I'm not sure how, but I have to. Maybe I should explain and apologize again? What for? Did I really do something so wrong? I guess I've been pretty annoying, but I don't know anymore. I need to pick up something that could cheer her up next time we meet. Will more apologizing really cut it? Probably not. She'll just get more annoyed. And maybe a small gift? That might be weird though. And I won't get any more allowance until next week. What could I even buy with this spare change? Maybe a little treat will do? A waffle? Will she like a waffle? Ugh, what the hell? She's not a freaking dog. Why does my mind always go to some weird places with her? God, I should just shut up. Focus on something else. It's just so difficult to do these days. Difficult. But I've got to try. Inhale, exhale. There, a little clearer. I see the sidewalk a little bit better. The buildings, the sky, the skylights, everything around is friendly. Everything is beautiful. That's great. Those are great things to look at and think about. Though perhaps I shouldn't breathe so deeply. You can really get sick from this. It has been getting colder after all. My usual routes have been getting harder and harder to finish. There's not just the temperature. The paths on the outskirts get snowed over, so trudging through them tires me out really quickly. The winds are picking up too. Even when I cover myself with a scarf, it feels as if my face is being pelted. I'm not meeting anyone out here in this weather. I should have gone to the library today. What time is it? Maybe I could still make it? It closes at 6, so no, for sure not. Oh well. They already begun putting up New Year's decorations. Everything's lined with lights. Oh, and there's a pine tree near the community center. It's so tall. And bare for now. Well, I like it as is. The way that the snow rests on its branches makes it look so mighty. Alright, I'm getting into a bit of a festive mood. Wish the frost wasn't so prickly, then I'd look around some more. The streets are empty save for a couple of adults I saw walking down to the bar. Hard to imagine there would be a lot of people out of the evening like this. So why have I been meandering around like I've got nothing better to do? Every answer to this is embarrassing. The inside of my apartment block is warm and muddy orange. There's no elevator, but then again, it's only 5 floors. 5 floors is a lot. I make my way upstairs. An idea is forming in my head. An obvious solution to the problem I've been having. It's perfect. I have the perfect plan for the evening. There's our door. It's kind of uninviting. But that's just my opinion. I bet Dad's guests find it quite welcoming. Though judging by how quiet it is, I turn the key and enter. I know she clearly doesn't like going home, but for what reason, I do not know. The only sound, the faint muttering of the TV coming from the living room. Yes, thank God no visitors today. I hang my wet coat up to dry, take off my shoes, and quietly go down to the corridor. Hi, Dad. Hello. I don't even stop to peek into the room. I don't want to see anything I haven't seen before. Maybe her dad is sick, I presume? At least tonight seems like it'll be calm. I wash my hands. When I exit the bathroom, I hear a soft voice from the kitchen. Out with friends again? Mm-hmm. Hi. Mom nods her head, staring in front of her. She's smoking again. I go in and open the window and then turn on the light. She squints from the sudden brightness. Want some tea? I'm setting the kettle. She shakes her head. I sit opposite of her and wait for the water to boil. She's not saying anything and neither am I. It's not awkward per se. I could just pick up the oilcloth and swat away the smoke that occasionally drips in my direction. We're both used to this kind of thing in our own way. Even so, I go to my room as soon as I fill up the teapot. I don't like locking myself in there. I do it every time, and every time I'm swarmed with nasty thoughts. Can't even spend some time with your own mother? You run away from her even though she has it so hard, so hard. You traitor, brat, ungrateful filth. It's the kind of self-flagellation that goes nowhere. Do I think if I badmouth myself enough, I'll be forgiven? This happens every time and nothing changes. Pointless. So I direct my attention elsewhere. What was I going to do? Oh, right. Pick up a pen and start flipping through my notebooks. Ira asked me to write a poem. Just thinking back to it makes me so giddy. She said it. She told me she liked it. Ira likes my poems. Nobody has ever said that to me before. Well, Toysha did, but that was years ago. That poem, the one that Garen read, what did she like about it? Maybe I should have asked? There was it. That's it.
Сырая черная земля, не обнимай меня так нежно, не рви наряд свой белоснежный и спи спокойно. Только я буду царапаться и биться, а иней пусть себе искрится, и пусть летят по небу птицы, и светит бледная заря.
Oh, damp black earth, do not hold me so tenderly, do not tear your snow-white attire, and sleep peacefully. I will scratch, and I will beat, the frost will still glimmer, and birds will still fly across the sky, and the pale dawn will still shine. Oh, that's really pretty. Gah, so lame. I can't blame them for laughing. If anything, Garen was too nice. Nah, they just don't get it. But at least she liked it. For some freaking reason, Ira liked it, so maybe it's not all bad. Maybe I can make something worthwhile. At least worthwhile in Ira's eyes. That's all I really need. She acted angry at me the last time I saw her. I don't know why. I messed up a lot. I really messed up a lot. I doubt she was in a bad mood because of me. But I definitely didn't help. But now I will. Maybe if I do this, she won't be so mad at me anymore. I've been really trying since that day. The day she helped me with the diary, I mean. I've been trying, but I just can't get the words to flow right. Today, though, I really want to do this today. I think I can do it. Huh. I'm like a kid that only does their homework when their parents yell at them. I don't even know when she'll show up to school again. Bumping into her on the street is a tough bet, especially with this weather. Well, I'll try anyway. I've got nothing to lose. What's the worst case scenario? Appreciating gorgeous scenery? Oh, heaven forbid. I'm gonna enjoy this to hell and back. And when I hand the poem to Ira, then it will all be worth it. Oh, we're at school. Don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. Ow. My wrist is tired. I'm gonna totally wear down this poor eraser at this rate. I got to remember to buy a new one. It's a bit annoying. Even though I asked my classmates to be more careful, they always forget about it. I didn't used to do that before, but now whenever I lend a textbook to someone, I specifically ask them not to doodle in it. Despite that, they always come back with crude drawings all over. You can't hand them back to the library like that, and I'll get in trouble if a teacher sees me. I lean back in my chair. A week. That's how long it's been since I've last seen her. It's not exactly new for her to skip for several days at a time, but a whole week? Nobody else seems to be bothered, though. I shouldn't be either. It's not her job to be my, I don't want to call her pitbull. Either way, it's nothing new. Nothing new, nothing bad. Maybe Ira is taking in the town she's going to love. Who knows when she'll return here after she moves out. I get that. I would do the same. But still, I just wish I could see her. Is she still mad at me? I really hope not. But if she is, I just have the thing to help it. That's right. It's done. I wrote Ira a poem. I wonder how she'll react. I wonder if she'll like it. I really hope she likes it. I hope she'll smile. Or what if she gets flustered? That would be so cute. I want to see her make that face again. I keep walking around. I don't really expect to see her at this point. This feels like a duty I need to fulfill. Like a soldier patrolling the streets. Oh, that sounds pretty cool. And it's not like the weather is harsh all the time. Real colds will settle in a couple of weeks. The wind can get annoying after a few hours, but aside from that, it's bearable. It's pretty. It's all good. The main road, the 2 residential streets, the community center, the helipad, the garages, the parking lot, the school, the stadium, the research center, the kindergartens, the barracks. I've seen it all 1,000 times. Perhaps somewhere deep down I'm a little tired of this view. But I can't hate it. And I can't pretend like I won't miss it when it ceases to exist. When I finish school, I'll go to university. I'll tell everyone I'm from Vorkuta, not Vorkuta 5. Because the Vorkuta 5 does not exist. People from Vorkuta 5 do not exist. The ones outside will ask me something about Vorkuta, the real Vorkuta, and I'll answer with zero hesitation. If I couldn't do that, I wouldn't be allowed to leave at all. To leave Vorkuta 5, you have to deny its existence. I have to deny its existence no matter how much I want it to exist. I have to deny. I have to. But it's tough. So tough that I'm not sure I'll ever manage. Realistically, I'll probably slip up and blurt something really incongruent. I do slip up a lot. I hope I'll get better at it by then. Maybe I should stop. I lower my scarf and take a big breath. Ouch. I'm seriously gonna catch a cold from this. But at least my head feels really clear. I look her up and see the familiar purple gray of the northern twilight. No, not twilight. Today is the first day of this year's polar night, so I won't see the sun until the tail end of December. It's nothing too bad. Personally, I don't mind the dark. Some people seem to really get depressed during this time, but I'm not one of those. If I stay out for just a little longer and wait for the clouds to clear, I'll see the stars come fully into view. It's a beautiful sight, especially from here, when the barracks is far better than that dinky silver of the sky I see from my apartment windows. I wish I could stick around longer, but it's getting too cold. I start making my way back. The decrepit rows of worker houses disappear behind bigger and better homes. There's an old playground just around the corner. That's right, we used to go there all the time with Toysya. Even back then, it was kind of unpopular. They built a newer one just 5 minutes away, so you often got to have the whole thing to ourselves. I guess that's why we liked the place. Somehow today feels quieter than ever. I can hear a faint clicking sound as the wind passes through the swing set chains. I slow down. There's a figure sitting on the frozen merry-go-round. A drunkard? No, we don't have those kind of people here. At least not out and about on the streets. And the frame doesn't look like it belongs to a man either. I approach and gently make my way through the snow. My Valinki sink into it with almost no resistance, almost zero sound. When the last time we had snow this soft? I don't remember. Or perhaps I've stopped noticing the crunch of the ice under my feet. Perhaps it's me being too focused on the person I've now recognized. It's Ira. Oh, she looks really upset. She's hunched over, elbows on her knees, hood down despite the cold. Her hair is tangled, half wet from the snow. What is she doing out here? Smoking or... Huh? I stop a few meters away. Ira is letting out a quiet, gasping sobs. Ira? He looks up fast as if jolted awake. Eyes red and puffy, face raw from wiping it at it with her sleeves. There's a bit of snot on her upper lip. What? What do you want? I don't know what to answer. What do I want? All I can think about is that I've never seen a person look so small. Iris wipes her eyes again, then stands. She stumbles a little, trying to regain her usual posture. What, another one of your hangout spots? Damn creep. Her voice cracks halfway through. Well, enjoying the show? I slowly shake my head. No, I just saw you. Ira rubs her nose in her sleep again. Her hands are shaking. Then go back to whatever hell you came from. Go home. Isa, this isn't for you. Oh, is this the day before she disappeared? I'm assuming this is what she saw. I take a small step forward. I want to say something, anything, but my head draws a blank. Before I can squeeze out a single word, Ira turns around and stumbles through the snow away from the playground. I can't even muster the courage to call out to her, let alone follow. I simply watch as Ira vanishes into the alley. It's not for her footprints, I believe she was never even there. The snow keeps falling. The feeling I'd long forgotten swells inside me. I've learned not to acknowledge it, so I get buried many layers deep. The hollow space inside my chest grows darker. The sky is full of pinpricks. The world is looking down on me, but not in a way other people do. It's kind and gentle, but I don't feel as small under its gaze. Its eyes are pure and tender. That's the end of episode 1. Wow, that was a lot. Okay, and that was the end of episode 1. So, this whole town is very, appearance-wise, they're fake. The people on the surface, they make it seem like we have no criminals here, everyone is like a good person, but really everyone's just hiding their secrets in their home. I mean, we look at the school, like, Raisa is getting bullied, and they're using it in a way, the bullies are using it in a way that they're being friends with her, and she doesn't have that much, I'd say, self-esteem, or she doesn't believe in herself that much, so she doesn't fight against it. She just kind of, she wants to be accepted, so she accepts them, even though they're pretty much making fun of her. And she sees Ira as that savior, but Ira's like, I can't be your savior forever, but in Isa's mind, she doesn't really want to change, because she still wants to believe Ira would be there for her, maybe come back for her own little world. And also the fact that she doesn't believe that people are inherently evil. Like, the bullies are clearly bullying her, but she's like, they must have their reasons, they're not really being mean, they're just trying to be friends with me, which is a sad way of thinking, but that's how she thinks of life. That's why she thinks the world is beautiful in a way, because no one can be that bad, right? So that's what I think. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye!